Tonight is the first night of our adult lives. I want to go to prom and lose my goddamn virginity.
The teen sex comedy is as American as apple pie. It combines coming-of-age awkwardness with gross-out gags for the sole purpose of getting its young, inexperienced protagonist laid. Director Kay Cannon's Blockers is the latest entry in the high school film canon, garnering attention for its colorful, R-rated misadventures. But unlike most of its hormonally charged predecessors, Blockers is told from a uniquely female and undeniably sex-positive perspective. The film follows 3 high school best friends who decide to lose their virginities on prom night, and the misguided parents who try to stop them.
No, eggplants are dicks in teenage emoji language.
What?
All while challenging the double standard that allows teenage boys to stick it into anything in sight, literally, and prohibits teenage girls from taking control of their own sexual desires.
Your ship is going into my harbor.
It's just so rare that you see like a R-rated comedy like this with 3 young women at the forefront. And then Leslie Mann and then Kay Cannon behind the camera. It was a very female-centric set, and I think it's what makes it a really refreshing movie. I really don't think that this movie could have been directed by a man, let alone anyone other than Kay Cannon. I really just feel like she made it her own. It's details that only women would know. We made sure that consent was really clear, especially because my character does a lot of drugs and drinking, and so that was the thing that we really talked about. She just made us feel so free, and from day one I was like, oh, I'm in good hands.
Despite the fact that the laugh-out-loud, funny, female-led comedy has 5 credited male writers, Cannon's influence is palpable, and not just through her love of projectile vomit gags. Having sharpened her pen in the 30 Rock writers' room alongside creator Tina Fey, Cannon wrote the scripts for the hugely successful Pitch Perfect films, a series of musical comedies that puts sisterhood first.
Yikes. Sorry, I don't even sing.
In Blockers, Julie, Kayla, and Sam are horny teen girls with real agency, and their prom dates are a far cry from the single-minded male Lotharios of 1980s sex romps.
I love the boys in this. I think that they set a good example. I think there are so many movies that have come out before that are coming-of-age stories or high school, college, that kind of film, and I think sometimes they can encourage bad behavior, and I feel like this movie does the opposite of that. They're oh, you don't want to have sex? That's cool. Oh, you want to do other stuff? Okay. They're just really respectful, which is so important to see on screen.
The teens in Blockers also have open, honest conversations about sex with their partners that go beyond clumsy pillow talk. Female pleasure, consent, intention, sexual identity, there's nothing taboo about sex in this movie. At one point, 17-year-old Kayla turns to her worried, overly sensitive dad, played by John Cena, and says, "Why is sex even bad?"
Oh my God, Dad, no, he didn't hurt me.
And she's right. For teen boys, losing their virginities is a milestone that is often celebrated. But for teen girls, it's viewed as a loss of innocence and purity. And it's that confusing, antiquated mentality that Blockers is boldly skewering.
It doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be special, or it can be special. It can really be whatever you want it to be, and it's such a personal choice. And that's what I hope that girls who watch it, especially my sister's gonna watch it next week, and she's 16, and that's probably gonna come up for her soon. And every girl gets to a point where they're oh, I wanna know the world beyond my parents, and I wanna try stuff, whether it's drugs or drinking or sex, that's all a part of becoming an adult.